What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I just seen you guys about an hour ago, but hey, we're on a double today. As you guys voted in, Halloween 2007. This is obviously a reward for you guys hitting last week's super chat goal on the Halloween live watch party that we did. Well, not live watch party, live discussion / Q&A that we did. And this is what you guys picked. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like y'all did this shit to make me suffer. I know you guys know I do not like these movies, and I feel like this was a way to rip my ass. But you know what? It's all good. I am going to honor the reward, and we're going to sit here and watch Rob Zombie's Halloween from 2007, the remake that a lot of people actually like and that a lot of people actually hate. So it's a double-edged sword. But one way or another, what matters is that we're here together to hang out, have a great time, and try to enjoy the movie. I will let you guys know, of course, as you guys do know, I am going to be doing commentary along with Destin and Dom. Also, welcome them here to the panel. And I am going to fucking blister this movie. So you guys did it to yourselves. But it's going to be a fun time. You know, I'm going to try not to be so negative. My negativity will be in a fun way. It won't be like taking shots or being ignorant or none of that. We're just going to have a fun time with this, you know. So I'm happy that you all are here. If you haven't done so already, definitely shoot the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and share it on all your social media platforms as well. I did the same earlier. So this is going to be a great time. And before we actually get into the movie, obviously I have, you know, my compadres here from the Woodsboro Cinema Club. We have my brother from another brother, Destination Station. If you guys are not subscribed to his channel, definitely go subscribe. You will not be disappointed. As well as our boy Damalama Ding Dong, Dominic St. Clair. Go subscribe to his channel. Drop a like on his videos. Show some love and support. You guys know the drill. So, guys, I was pleasantly shocked when I saw this, and I do want to kind of rearrange us here. So give me a second. Once we get into the movie, I'm going to switch all this bullshit up because I don't know what the hell this outlet is. You know what I mean? This shit is all weird. We look like a trifecta, like a big ass rectangle. I don't like it.
No,
But
we look like the Brady Bunch. Here's a
yeah,
story.
right. Dead ass
Of a
serious.
ding dong.
Yeah, right. But guys, I was pleasantly surprised when I was watching the votes yesterday and saw this winning. I thought by the end of the voting, you know, was done by like 10 o'clock last night and stuff. Well, we didn't get done with identity till after, but I thought that cooler heads would prevail and another Halloween movie would outlast this one in the voting percentage, but I was stood corrected. So we're here now, no turning back. But before we get into the movie, I do want to know what you guys' thoughts are on Halloween 2007 real quickly. We're going to get to the chat, and then we're going to start the movie. So, Dom, do you want to start off? You know, what are your thoughts on Rob Zombie's Halloween from 2007?
Oh man. So this movie is actually one of my top 3 in terms of like Halloween movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because I like Jason, as you all know. I like Jason. I like Friday the 13th. So this felt more Friday the 13th to me than Halloween, which is a plus in my opinion. I know a lot
Okay.
of Halloween fans don't like that. They more like they want to see the traditional Michael Myers like story and pacing and all that and the way it looks, the way it's stylized and all that, like John
Right.
Carpenter. So I understand that, but for me personally, this is the one I enjoyed even more, along with Halloween Resurrection and now H2O. I used to not really be a big fan of H2O, but I do kind of like H2O now. But this one is definitely in my top 3. I definitely do enjoy it. For basically, it's just a like fun slasher, you know, just dark, grimy slasher movie. That's kind of like Jason and Friday the 13th.
Okay. Destin, what are your thoughts on Rob Zombie's Halloween 2007 remake?
Oh man, it's definitely the most mixed bag for me, to be honest. It's there's moments of greatness. There's like certain things with cinematography and certain things that happen in it that are just so like almost give you like a terrifying feel. My biggest complaint is kind of like the shaky cam a little bit. It almost gives me a headache because like they're really close up shots. And it's like you don't really get like a good view and a steady shot. Um, it's very grindhousey feel, and then on top of it, um, my biggest complaint is the dialogue. I wish Rob Zombie would just let somebody else write his movies and he
Right.
just direct or something. I think it works better in the style of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie or something like that, or even like a Hills Have Eyes, something real grungy like that. But there's moments of greatness in here too. Like as much as you don't want to know about his, backstory, some people do, some people don't. I get it. It didn't bother me as much. I just want more Michael Myers, and it takes a while before we actually get true form Michael Myers. I
Right.
felt there's a lot that they could like fast forward through, or like barely touch on. I don't know. It humanizes Michael in a way that I'm not the biggest fan of. And like I said, just like the dialogue really takes me out of the movie. And it's something about Rob Zombie movies that like every time you watch one, like you feel gross, you feel kind of nasty. And
Right.
like I almost feel like I gotta take a shower immediately after I watch one of his movies. If that makes sense. Like I'm like, man, that was just like I don't know. Like he's trying to do the Quentin Tarantino thing with horror, and he just doesn't have that dialogue power. I
Right.
think so. Yeah, it's a mixed bag. There's moments of greatness in it, though. It's not the worst Halloween movie, in my opinion, but it's not the best.
Right. Yeah, if you guys notice, I'm trying to fuck with this thing. I don't know why it's not going to like the regular mode how we had it the other day. Um, it's being weird. I don't understand this. It's like they took away the feature for us to be like wide and
Mm.
stuff. Like I don't know what the issue is. But if we have to, we'll just roll with it like this. I mean, we're here. That's what matters. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And we're gonna get to the movie.
Hmm.
Um I do still want to mess with it a little bit. I am going to get to you guys in the chat real quick. Just let me try to figure this out real quick because I don't know what the hell is going on. Try that. Okay, so that goes back to 2. What the fuck, man? But then it does that, and it's like super like low, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna stick with it for what we
Can you
got
act,
right now.
can you actually like click on one of our frames and kind of drag it around?
Oh, it might be. Yeah, it looks like it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't let it like. It'll like fade out, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Yeah, this is weird. This didn't happen the other day. This is real weird. Why is this not like? Huh? Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna have to rock with it because I don't want to mess with it too much and then have people waiting. Wait a minute, maybe. Oh, hold on. So maybe if we do that. Okay. So okay, it says drag to move, but yeah, it doesn't. All right, we're just gonna stick with what we got. I'm not gonna keep fucking with this thing because it's annoying. So you guys have a new way of seeing us stream tonight. It is what it is. I mean, I don't understand what's up with Restream, but hey, what matters is we're here. We're gonna watch the movie. And we're gonna have a great time.
That's right.
So I do want to get caught up with some of you guys in the chat. I apologize for taking forever. Was going through some technical issues and then trying to get the movie pulled up. But we are here now, so that's what matters. What's up, DJ? Thank you for being here once again. Greatly appreciate you. You too as well, Shannon. Always great to see you. Horror Queen, what's going on? Paula, okay, yup. Saying I am ready. I hope the logos come back up for me. I was able to back the movie up to -3. The movie is on pause. Dimension Films presents a logo, and it should be backed up the first logo. Okay. Shannon, I'm watching on S-Flix. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with S-Flix, man. Like, it's not letting me watch the movies anymore. Like, the servers don't work. So I don't know. Paula saying my current timestamp is pause. So, oh, okay, yeah. So I think should it Paramount Plus with Showtime, and if I need, I will just restart the whole movie on countdown. Okay, yeah, just let me know, Paula. We're all a little bit behind. It's my fault. What up, Michael? Glad to see you here. Thank you for popping back in. Yeah, Troll, it really didn't. It really didn't feel like Michael. It definitely felt more like Dom said, he was more like Jason in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon saying monkey in the middle, but Destin's the monkey. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. Paula, I won't be back on StreamYard for probably like another 2 weeks because I have to buy back into it. I was on the free plan, and I basically used up all my hours for streaming because they only give you 20 hours on the free plan, and I already used those up like last week. So unfortunately, this is what we're going to have to roll with until I can get on back on the paid platform for StreamYard. Oliver, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you here. Holy shit, this is DJ's first time watching. Wow. Well, everybody, you know the drill. For first time watchers, please no spoilers in the chat. I greatly appreciate it. Let DJ go into this bad boy blind so by the end of the movie, he can offer us his opinion on what he thinks watching it for the first time. Awesome. So I am caught up with everybody in the chat. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure everybody's ready to start the movie. You guys ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right. So I see DJ in the chat is ready. Everybody else, let me know you're ready as well. Oh, it's okay. It's all right, Paula. It's really not that serious. I don't care about the whole positionality thing. I just care more about it looks way more presentable than what it does. You know, I don't understand why it's looking like this. It didn't do this the other day when we streamed on Restream. So yes, it's being weird. It's being a little weird. I don't get this. I don't get this at all. I do wonder if it's because I basically used the phone in order to like log everybody in and stuff like that instead of the computer, because I think I used the computer the last time. So I don't know. Maybe something I have to look into in the future. Oh, Don boy, you all right, man? You all right, buddy? Come here.
Dom thought it was him. Dom thought that was him. He was like, "Yeah, I'm okay."
Oh man. All right. So Paula says she's ready. Horror Queen says she's ready. Shannon says she's ready. Freddie, cool. And Oliver says Destin likes being on top.
Occasionally.
Occasionally. That's awesome. Let's go. All right. So we are about to get the movie started. Get this bad boy out. All right. So on the count of 5, y'all, and then press play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
That logo. The darkest souls are not those which choose to exist within the hell of the abyss, but those which choose to break free from the abyss and move silently among us.
Mhm.
Dr. Samuel Loomis. I'm already scared.
Like even the house, it doesn't. It's not even. It doesn't even look like the house. Like I get it. He wanted to have his own take and be different, but
I feel like he got this whole scene with the whole rat thing with Freddy's Dead. With Freddy as a kid with the rat in the classroom.
yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
The Video Master 64 Reborn. I have never seen you in here before. So if you're new to the channel, let me know. And thank you for subscribing and becoming a subscriber of the community. Nice to see you here and glad to have you. Saying, I want a John Kramer versus Hannibal Lecter movie and a Mark Hoffman versus Leatherface movie. Man, seems like a bunch of mismatches, but hey, if that's what you want to see, maybe it will happen at some point. And Video Master, if you have been here, if you have been a subscriber for a while now, let me know because it had been a minute since I did any content. So, it's kind of hard to remember, certain people who were, a part of the community at certain points and stuff like that. So, yeah, just let me know. But again, if you are a new subscriber here, thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I hope you enjoy the content. Yeah, you should be good, Paula. I'm gonna say because I'm at 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
I hate that line. I'll crawl over there and skull the fuck the shit out of you. And the look on like Sherimoonzombie's face, like in the style, I can't. She doesn't look believable. She just kind of can't really act in this movie.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was fucking funny. I can't lie. William Forsythe's character, the stepdad. But like you said, like when we talked about Halloween last week in the live discussion, it's just too grunge house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This too grungy.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. That little freak of yours needs some serious discipline. I mean, he runs around like a little bitch.
Yeah.
He's not right, man. He's gonna end up cutting his dick and balls off and changes his name to Michelle. Oh man. Oh god. That is one thing I will give this movie credit for. If you're a fan of dark, crude humor, it does have that.
Yeah.
So, Marcus, I'll back out, and then I'll see if you can put your head up to the top, so then people can see you. If that's
Oh, all
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Real quick, King Matthew III saying, hey guys, I'm able to join the stream now. I just got home from a restaurant. I just got done celebrating my sister.
Birthday.
Yeah, it's just that fucking box that's covering the last part of his message. It's annoying. But that's what's up, King Matthew. I hope your sister enjoyed her birthday, and I hope y'all had a great time. Thank you for being here.
Happy birthday to your sister.
Okay, let me see something. Now that we...
Uh-oh.
Man, I do not understand why it will not let me go to like the side one. Is it just like it canceled it? I guess these are only ones that are like available. Okay, let me re-add Dom and see what that does.
Man, the dialogue is just so gross.
Right, it really is.
Okay, I'm on the bottom now, which is good. You're on the top.
All right, this does look a little bit better, I guess. I still wish it was more like wide.
You should be able to like grab one of our screens and pull you to the top if you want to go to the top.
No,
What's the principal? He looks familiar.
yeah, I do not understand this.
Who's the principal? He looks so familiar.
I have no idea. Ugh, here we go. Fucking Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Loomis. I hate the fucking longer hair.
Yeah, I don't like that yet.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this thing. Damn, he did fuck them animals up. Poor animals.
Very Dahmer like.
Mm-hmm. And that's funny because in the lead up to this movie, when Danielle Harris was being asked about the movie, she basically said it has like a Jeffrey Dahmer type feel to it.
I can see that. I just don't like Sherimoonzombie in this movie. I would wish that she wasn't like Myers' mom.
Got you.
I mean, she's a pretty lady, and I understand that's his wife and everything. I just don't think she's that great of an actress.
Right, she's just better suited for what they try to do with their own movies.
Right. Oh, dang.
Okay. So why doesn't this go wide? I don't understand. Oh, wait, maybe we need to do this. Enter full screen mode. Okay, no, get out of that. Yeah, it probably is choppy because I was fucking with the camera angles and stuff like that. So sorry about that, DJ. Paul is saying I hate his father. Yeah, he is an asshole. Paul is saying as soon as I hit play, I get the line back up and I'm on an opening with you guys. Okay, good. Yeah, I apologize for the setup, you guys. It might be a little wonky. It might be a little confusing and stuff. But this is just how it's going to be for the rest of the stream. I don't know what else to do for it. I hope I didn't fucking like kick Dom and Destin out because of this.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, good. Man, he beat the hell out of that kid in the woods. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a brutal ass scene. But I don't know if you guys like noticed, like, why is his blood like looking so black like that? Like, I don't know.
I
He
think
got
it's just
beat
makeup
out of him.
and yeah, I think it's just the way the makeup is.
Yeah. I will say this, guys. I'm gonna be reading you guys' comments off as we go along. I'm not gonna show them on the screen because in this camera angle, it obviously overlaps. You know, being able to see me and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna read you guys' comments off as we go along. Damn, he did beat the shit out of him with that stick.
That's what he gets, though.
He was disrespectful as hell to his mama.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But see, that's the thing I don't like, though. Is like, you know what I mean? Why did you have to make his mom a stripper? Like, why did you have to make him basically come from a broken home? Like,
Exactly. Because the original was like, it looked like he came from like a more upscale family, you know, like they came home for dinner, they were wearing nice clothes.
Shannon saying, if you know who Megan Trainor is, I do, then that is her husband. Oh,
Yeah, it is. Yep. He's also in Spy Kids and stuff.
yeah, I remember him being in Spy Kids, yeah. Well, homeboy got the black tar beat up out his ass.
Yeah, he did.
Do you really torture and kill worthless animals? Make you feel like a real badass motherfucker killer. Oh, yo, he ain't shit, bro. Oh, man. You're gonna be late. And that's another thing. Like, you just letting him basically talk to your kid like that. Like,
Like, if this was a different story, I think it would have been more acceptable instead of a Halloween movie.
Yeah. Same thing with Resurrection. If it was like a different, like its own movie instead of it being Halloween, it's very hard to please the Halloween community if you go outside like the main story or mess with their vision.
I like how she basically foreshadowed the events, by saying, things are going to change around here, so you better live it up tonight. Because, boy, did he fucking live it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck all that. I'm sorry. I wish if I had a kid, if I had a daughter, you know, and her fucking dude came over and basically whatever me, I'm knocking his fucking teeth out. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Like, you're not gonna fucking disrespect me in my home like that.
Yep.
And this is exactly why Rob casts his wife in his movies.
Yeah. Good. Always got a good soundtrack. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah, for sure. You knew that was gonna happen. You knew his music was gonna be on point. And I will say this. I do like what he did with the Halloween theme by making it sound a little bit more up tempo and aggressive.
Yeah.
I do like that, about the score and stuff like that. And then this shit, I will say, like, this is to me such a cheap way for him to get the mask.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say this. If he wanted to be different, but still keep the nuances of Halloween, of what Michael is, what he should have did was basically not go with this whole grindhouse, broken home type of style or whatnot, and not focus so much on humanizing Michael. Why didn't you just try to get different and try to tell the story of Michael and Judith? You could have had Michael attack her, leave her left for dead, but she's, obviously not dead. She's alive. And then it picks up 15 years later to where we're following Judith.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right. Like, I would have much rather prefer him do that instead of making this exactly in so many ways like the original Halloween, but he just basically tried to add his own flavor to it. Because it just doesn't work for me, in my opinion. Like, it just doesn't work. And there's a lot of reasons why it don't work, and we're going to get into it as the movie goes along. Paul is saying, why can't he go by himself? Well, I mean, he's 10 years old. So, I mean, he looks big enough to obviously go by himself. Some kids, would do that. I guess some parents would be cool with that. But I'll be honest, I personally, with all the creeps out there and, possible, like, pedophiles and stuff, I wouldn't want him going by himself. Not at that age.
Yeah, but look what kind of family he's from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely, DJ. DJ agrees, Dustin. Great soundtrack, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, Shannon saying, well, probably because Michael's saying, yeah, he's 10 years old. I mean, I mean, especially whether he's from a broken home or not, you shouldn't be having your 10-year-old kid running on the streets, especially on Halloween night. You just don't never know what's going to happen.
I never really bought into, like, whenever he just decided to do this too, like.
Right.
Would that be Lonnie?
Yeah, and you mean to tell me, I mean, granted, when you might be in a deep sleep, you might not actually feel it, but you mean to tell me this motherfucker didn't feel all that tape being wrapped around him?
Yeah.
Right, and if you're trying to keep the essence of Michael is evil, you know what I mean, and stuff, why, if he's just purely evil, why the fuck do you need to explain, his home life and stuff like that? Like, I don't know, man. I agree with you, Destin. I don't like the way they got to how he just decides he's going to kill everybody in the house and stuff like that. It just seems very forced.
Yeah.
Man, I will say this though, this baseball bat kill is very brutal.
Over here making him a sandwich.
Yeah, right. Just fucking helping himself. And I will say this: the guy who played the boyfriend, he did a good job acting when he, selling that baseball hit. And he starts twitching and shit.
Yeah.
He did do a great job selling that. And see this right here, though, like as brutal as it is, and I know some people might like that, type of level of gore and brutality, but that's just to me overkill. Like that's never what Michael was about.
I didn't like that the kid was yelling too, like,
bro, I fucking hate that. Like, yeah, sure, we heard Michael Myers in the original Breathe. You heard him stuff like that when he was breathing, but you didn't hear him fucking like he growling like a fucking animal and shit. I didn't. Yeah, I don't like that too much either. Yeah, right. Paul's saying at 10 he should be able to. I tend to disagree. I see more like 13 if you're still doing that than formidable. 10 years old, that's, to me, that's still a little too young to be going out trick-or-treating without your parents. Like, at least without somebody watching you.
Yeah. Did you know that the girl who plays Judith, it was young Jenny in Forrest Gump?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
You can sit here.
Oh, wow.
Fly away. Yeah, she was the young version of Jenny in Forrest Gump.
That's crazy. I never knew that. Shannon saying, how come the dad doesn't feel the tape on his face? Yeah, right? See, it's stuff like that. See? All right, I'm just going to show this because for some reason it's like blue and I can't see it. Paula's saying, I feel like they should have gone with a different for the kid in Halloween. He had dark hair and eyes, and the way that Loomis described him, he looks nothing like him. Yeah, I can see that. Paula's saying, now I have two favorite kills. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, Paula, in regards to like his look and stuff like that. Like, again, just one of the issues, another one of the issues to add to the pile. What's wrong with this movie? I mean, you have the doctor describe the killer one way, but then yet you present him another way.
Yeah.
A troll saying, great point, Paula. Yeah, for sure. Yo, what's up, Katie? Popping the popcorn, stopping in the chat saying, hi, hi, friends. What's going on? I hope you're having a great night.
Hey, Katie.
If you need a timestamp, Katie, let me know, because we're watching Halloween 2007, Rob Zombie's remake. Yes, I know it's probably shocking to you, but this is what the people voted for, so I'm giving the people what they want. And speaking of the voting stuff, Destin, I'm gonna have him talk to you behind the scenes more about it, but apparently for some reason, some people, when I post the voting polls and stuff on YouTube, they're not getting it, and I'm not understanding why. So we might have to come up with an outside source for them to vote.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Now, I will say I like this, like the long hallway shot when he's hunting down Judith and stuff like that.
I do like that too.
I just don't like the slashing from the side of the knife, because to me that feels kind of weak. It's not like he's plunging the knife into her. It's just like he's slicing her. And I just feel like that's kind of like a cheap kill. But that's just me. Is Dom still here?
Yeah, he's down there.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It's probably just comment that. Yeah, there we go. It's comment blocking it.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, sweet. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't wait to get back on StreamYard now because of this shit. For real, I just don't like this whole layout, bro. And I don't like how they don't let me change it.
Why is the police already coming? Oh wait, okay, so it's just a transition.
And that's another lie. Judith Myers' nude body. She wasn't nude. She had a gown on. You even see it when she's getting put on a stretcher. Like if you're going to be a news reporter, have them at least fucking report it correctly.
It also goes to the continuity too of like the writing.
See, and then they say that Ronnie was stabbed numerous times in the face and the chest when he wasn't. He only had his throat slashed.
I do like the still shot of everybody.
I like the still shot of him in the car when he turns his head and he looks at the camera.
Smith's Grove, 11 months later.
Now, I will say this. In regards to like Loomis and his interactions with Michael, I wouldn't mind seeing this done in the Halloween TV series, but you cannot have Michael engage back. You know, I don't want to see him engaging back. I want to see if Loomis is going to be conducting these interviews. I want to see Michael in silence because then it plays into what Loomis, the original Loomis, said about him all along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, because Loomis, yeah, because like Loomis always talks about like, oh, he's never talked, you know, and all that stuff.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
evil, you know.
Fuck Shannon. Tom's probably on the toilet. LOL, just kidding. Michael Joe said Michael hid his knife in his mask. Why they couldn't get it? Yeah, that's probably why, because he hid it, you know, in a place where they couldn't find it. And from what we know about the movie, they never tore down the house. They kept everything intact, basically. So, you know, that's probably why they never found it. They probably, once they found the bodies, they didn't feel no need to do anything else in that house or look for anything. What's up, Leonia? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for hanging out. The timestamp is 29 minutes and 1 second. So if you want to set it for 29:20, go for it. Because by the time you pull it up, that's probably where we'll be at. Basically, close to 30 minutes into the movie. My boy Dannytrejo. I will say, him and Ken Foree's characters, along with Taylor Compton and Danielle Harris, to me, were the best characters in this movie. We didn't see enough of Braddourif, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Byron? Byron Weaver in the chat stopping in. What if the first half of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2007 was cut from the film, more specifically, the white trash backstory? If he would have took that part of it out and would have went with a more original Halloween approach and not tell this backstory, not just a white trash backstory, but the backstory of how Michael became evil in general, I think a lot of OG Halloween fans who love the original Michael would have accepted this remake. if he wouldn't have humanized him so much, if he would have did a lot less humanizing of Michael and played into the mystique, I think this would have been a lot better received. But that's just my opinion.
I think so too. Just hearing too much talking from him and all that kind of
Right.
stuff, and it's not really how you imagined him to be. You imagined him to be just a blank slate.
Right. Michael Joe saying, I hate, do me a solid though, Michael. Don't really put too much spoilers in the chat and stuff. I mean, I got to do a better job as well myself because, you know, seen this movie a few times. But this is DJ's first time watching. So I don't want him to really be spoiled on anything. But I agree with you, Michael. I do. Not like this. Like this is how it should have been from the start with their interactions. Michael shouldn't have said anything.
What's your timestamp? Mine kept freezing up.
I got you. It froze on me for like a quick split second. I'm at 32 minutes and 35 seconds.
Okay, you're not too bad. Okay.
See, and then just like just slashing out shit. Fuck you, I hate you. Like, it's not Michael Myers, man. Byron asking Halloween 2007 versus Halloween Ends in terms of fall atmosphere, which is better? I'd have to give it to Ends. I personally have to give it to Ends. I feel like they did a better job capturing the town of Haddonfield, the nuances of it, the feel of it. In my opinion,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm about to say, in my opinion, especially when we see, you know, when we see Michael make the big escape, there are certain parts of this movie where it's too bright. You know, the cinematography is too bright. It lacks that darkness. You know, that boogeyman type of feel like we got in the original movie, and like we saw in Halloween Ends. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Just a little too bright for my liking. Halloween Ends had that darkness to it. I will say that. Even if I don't care for that movie all like that myself, it did definitely feel like a Halloween movie in terms of ambiance, setting, so on and so forth. And then just the whole him making multiple masks and stuff, I don't like that.
You just wanted to stick with the William Shatner mask.
Well, yeah, because that
He could,
that embodies what the shape is. You know, all this other shit is just, oh, I'm a kid who doesn't want my face to be seen.
yeah, but I mean, if he would have, because I mean, they would have put that in evidence, right? So they want him to get that later on.
Yeah, yeah.
So, which would be kind of cool if they did put in evidence and he like killed his way to get his evidence back, get his mask back later on. That would be cool. But if they only stuck with one mask, like made it white, similar to it, but like homemade.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that. I would have felt a lot better about the multiple masks if they would have at least had a lot of them resemble what the original mask looks like.
Oh, did she just say a ugly comment to him?
Yeah. This is why she's about to pay. Damn. Some jailhouse shit for sure, man. Poked her up with the fork. And I do love this part where he's just standing over and you hear the sirens going off. I do like that.
Yeah. I guess that was his transition right there.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Like, that was it. That was when he basically became
The shape.
Yes.
He gave in.
Now, see, what also bothers me too is in all those family videos, you couldn't at least show the dad. Like, if you're going to do that, at least show his pops. You know what I mean? Like, because then that would add clarity that basically, like, before his dad died, he was a happy kid. You know what I mean? He was a good kid. You know what I mean? And then maybe when his dad died, that's what slowly, but surely, started to break him on the inside. If you're going to do a humanization of Michael anyway.
Yeah. I don't know which one we're watching, but I know like the unrated one or director's cut, like they have like a RAPE.
Yeah. Yeah, I
don't know.
I didn't agree with that at all.
Yeah. I don't know which version we're watching.
Holy fucking litany of masks. Let's go.
I mean, that's kind of cool. All the masks.
Let's go. Fuck that. Time to go.
Yeah.
God damn, I wouldn't want to bum to freak out. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, he's funny. You got feelings for this big idiot? Is that what it is? What's the dick going on, Ishmael? What the fuck, man?
Why is there so many assholes in a Rob Zombie movie?
Because that's just his style movie, man.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Thank you for that, Byron. Byron Reaver saying I just followed you on IG. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. And do me a favor, subscribe to Destination Station, subscribe to Dom as well, and follow them on IG as well. I promise you will not be disappointed in the content. Show my brother some love.
Thanks, buddy.
No doubt, man. You already know.
Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
In a weird way, you become like my best friend. Shows you how fucked up my life is. See, and this is what I hate about the newer Loomis compared to the older Loomis. Like, this newer Loomis knew what Michael was, knew what he became, and decided to leave him so he can go make a profit off of this story. The old Loomis, he was doing everything in his power to keep Michael not only locked up, but to try to save people from dying. You know what I mean? This cocksucker didn't care about any of that.
No, they turned Loomis into Gale Weathers.
I fucking hate it, bro. Especially in the second one. What, bro? Oh, man. When I saw that version of Loomis, bro, I wanted to crack skulls. That shit broke my heart. That's not what that character is supposed to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm hoping with the Halloween TV series, whoever does play Loomis, I want them to bring their own, you know, their own flavor to it, but you have to have nuances of Donald Pleasance. Go for it,
Yeah.
Dustin.
No, I was going to tell you, your Horror Queen already said it. Like your audio's a little choppy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you could bring down the audio a little bit, like we did the other night with Dom.
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe that's what it is. It is crackling though.
Let's see something. How about now?
Say something.
How about now?
Sounds all right.
All right, good. Yeah, I had to turn it down halfway. That's probably what it was. It's too high. How about say, Dom, do me a solid. Put yours. I'm gonna put yours to halfway down too, because when you came on, it was crackly on your end as well, and Destin's is right in the middle, and his seems perfect. So that's what we're gonna do. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know, Horror Queen. I appreciate it.
I think we're watching the one.
Yeah. Paul is saying Tyler Mane is too tall to be Michael. I agree.
Hey, ain't this other guy? Isn't that the dude from Children of the Corn? Mordecai? The other guy.
Malachi?
Malachi. That's Malachi.
Holy shit, bro. I think it is. Hold up. I gotta look this up.
Yeah. See, I'm glad they cut this out. I don't want to see this.
Shannon asking, do we think the stepfather is Lori's actual father? It could be, maybe. I mean, it all depends on when Michael's dad died. I mean, she was a newborn, basically, so it's very possible that Ronnie was her dad.
That could have been something they could have, like, you know, touched on a little bit.
Right.
Courtney Gaines.
So that is him?
I think so.
I'm looking this shit up now, bro. I never noticed that.
So gross. So unnecessary.
Bro, this is insane.
Rob Zombie for you.
Yeah, they should have never had this scene. And I hate it.
The reason why it was cut.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it because this is exactly, basically, the build-up. This is how you built up to Michael escaping. Really? Like,
I like how he keeps hitting him. He's like not even moving.
yeah, right? Yeah, that is him, bro. Holy shit. I never knew that after all these years. My boy Malachi. Outlander! He should have hit Michael with that shit. Damn. And that's fucked up how they had him play that scene, man. They could have used him for something way better.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, King Matthew said this is his first Halloween movie he ever watched.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Damn, Matthew. We got to get you caught up, man. Especially with the original one.
Yeah, that's Danny Trejo. I met him one time.
I was saying this was actually the first Halloween movie he ever. Okay. I'm thinking that this is like his first time watch now. No, he's watched it before. But this is the first one he ever saw. Yeah, man. I mean, this is most of the, when it comes to Halloween, because the original came out in the, late 70s, this is usually the first Halloween movie that the newer generation has seen. And everybody in the chat, let me know if my audio sounded a lot better. Byron saying Halloween 2007 had a cool looking poster that I can say, yeah, it definitely did. It had a couple of cool posters. Yep, that's right, Paula. That's Danny Trejo from Machete. Yep. Machete, I should say. DJ saying that mask was like cheap leather. Yeah, right? I think he made that shit. We said, what are you doing out of your bedroom? I hated this part, though. I didn't want him to die. And like you said, Destin, that hand shit. I cannot stand that shit. Oh, poor Danny. I was going to do you, Mikey. Like, damn, man. That just breaks your heart, man. I was good to you, Mikey. Yeah, right, DJ? Outlander, we have your woman. Outlander, maybe you don't hear so well. Her blood will spill. That's my shit. I love that. Oh, man. I hope to meet him one day to do that impersonation right in front of him, and I want to get it recorded if he will allow me. All right, so I'm going to assume the audio was a lot better because nobody's saying nothing about it. So, good. That's what I like. Damn. I do like this scene right here where Loomis gets the call. He's out. Michael's out. Shit, what? He broke out a few hours ago. Sam, it's a fucking massacre.
Well, if it weren't for those two guys that are trying to,
Yeah,
that wouldn't happen.
yeah. He wouldn't have the opportunity to get out. But that's what I hate, though, bro. I hate that that was the way that they decided to go with to make him break out. I just they could have got there a more organic type of way, like. Okay, like in the original version, because the theatrical, I'm not watching the theatrical version. I'm assuming the director's cut or the unrated version. In the theatrical version, they didn't have the RAPE scene. And on top of that, how he broke out is by attacking the other security guards who were transferring him somewhere. That was way better. I don't know what they were thinking with this unrated version, why they had all that extra shit that they shouldn't have had. Like the theatrical version for his breakout was way better. Oh, there's my boy.
It really was, yeah.
It's my boy.
Another
naughty girl. Naughty girl.
Yeah. One of the best characters of the entire
Hell yes. Fucking Joe Grizzly.
Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Hey, buddy. I got a Taco Deluxe Supreme talking back at me. It's going to be a while. Mind if I pass this beast to beast? That's my boy. That's my shit.
Now you're being disrespectful.
Hell yeah.
You're knocking again.
Yeah. Yo, I am gonna lie because I can't wait because I'm getting my hair cut on Saturday and shit. But I ain't gonna lie, the other morning I woke up and I had to pull Joe Grizzly. I was in the mirror like, oh shit, like damn. Like, my oh,
In about a week or so, I'm about to get another haircut too. My hair grows so fast though.
yep, mine does too, bro. Within like 3 days, my shit will start stubbling up. I'll have the 5 o'clock shade or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
My boy said, what we have here is failure to communicate.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Yeah, like right there, Destin. Like how you talk about the shaky cam. Like when he's fucking banging him into the door. Like there's no need for that shaky cam. There's no need for it.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
He's using it as an effect, but it's more of a cheap. I've always looked at it as like a cheap way. I mean, there are certain movies that you could use a shaky cam, but you don't need it right here. Not in a Halloween movie.
No, that's just a cheap way to show like his power and authority. I just don't, and the authority that he's like basically shoving him into the fucking door or whatever. I just don't like that.
Yeah.
All right, cool, Shannon. That's all I like to see. Shannon saying definitely better audio. Sweet, nice. DJ saying, who is that mother? Who are you talking about, DJ? Let me know.
That's from the Howling. Isn't she from the Howling?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. Isn't that D. Williams or whatever?
Yeah, D. Williams. Yeah.
Yep. Coop, what's up, buddy? Coop saying just had the scariest jump scare of my life seeing Halloween 2007 on the title. Yeah, I mean, this is what the votes were for. Surprisingly, 95% of the votes. That's what it took. So,
see, I mean, like, here's more like sexual innuendos and gestures
right.
in the kitchen. It's like, what does he have? Like, we already did all that, and I just can't buy it from Lori and
Right.
his family. I don't see it that here. It's just
Right. They try to make Lori in this movie like, I guess, very hip. instead of like the girl next door. Like they try to blend in the girl next door with a little bit of erotica, I guess, and it just don't work. Yeah, Scout's a great looking girl, but it just don't work. That's not what the Laurie Strode character is. Laurie Strode is your typical girl next door. Shy girl, doesn't really talk too much, very soft spoken, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shannon saying Val's probably screaming at her pillow at everyone that voted. I got mine cut shorter for the cottage on Sunday. Yeah, I don't think Val's too happy. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. This is what the vote is. Byron saying the fan cut of this film and Rob Zombie's H2 are way better if you haven't seen them there on YouTube. Oh, I haven't. Okay. I'll give it a look, Byron. Thank you for that. I knew nothing about that. So, fan cut. Okay. Fan cut. RZH1. RZH2. All right. Take a look at that. DJ saying he should have taken off his first mask just to fit the original mask. What do you mean by that, DJ? Oh, I think I know, because he still had that other mask on. Yeah, like, well, he did have that other mask on. I will say I do like the fact that he hit the mask and a knife in the floorboards. I thought that was a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that too.
And you got to give credit where credit is due. The mask in this movie is really well done. It's one of the best masks in the franchise.
It really is, man. I do like it.
But this is the shit I don't like. You see his fucking eyes. Like, it's not, like, that's not what it's supposed to be. Especially if he's supposed to be the absence of evil, like, or like the absence, like he's not nothing. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to see anything there. Oh wow. Okay, King Matthew saying I had to leave the stream for a few minutes because my doctor called me with results from my MRI yesterday. The results are great, and the good news is that I'm fine for now. Awesome. That's awesome to hear, Matthew. Sorry if it took me a second to read that last part. It's like when I pull up the comment, there's this little fucking expand box that's like in the way, so it's hard to see. So I had to basically like look down in the actual like comment that's like blued out here on my end.
That's great news.
Hell yes, absolutely. That's what I like to hear. Let's keep the great news coming. Okay, Byron saying Cole edits made the cuts. Okay. And I'd be remiss if I don't mention this, but they did bring Danielle Harris back to the Halloween franchise.
That's a big plus.
May not be as Jamie Lloyd, but we still got to see Danielle in another Halloween movie.
And this is where they became best friends, right?
Yep.
In real life.
Yep. Her and Scout. Yep.
Scout looks completely different now. She's had some work done or something.
Oh, yes, you could definitely tell. And she didn't need it.
No, she didn't need it. I heard that new shark movie she's in is like horrendous, though.
Really?
Yeah, there's a new shark.
Yeah, I know about that. I was going to watch it, but now I'm going to still watch it, but I hope I don't feel that way. Like shit. Excuse me. I guess he's supposed to be like the new Dr. Wynn, but keep the monkey house locked until the monkey died of old age. Like, shit.
I can't breathe with this thing on.
Oh, wait, what? Oh shit! It just popped out of nowhere with the mask. Let's go. I'm sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck is he talking about?
My headphones don't stick in my ears, so I gotta hold it like this.
Yeah, I get it. Like, they try to update it, you know, have these characters updated tons, but they just try to make them too, like, it's too much sexual innuendo.
Too much. All right, I can't sit through this movie like this. Share the experience.
Yes, Shannon saying the guy with the glasses is Clint Howard. Yup. Yup. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I always thought for a second until I, you know, corrected myself. I always thought that he was Eddie Munster just grown up. I did, because he reminds me of Eddie Munster.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you cannot miss this big son of a bitch. Like, that's the problem right there. Is he's too fucking big. You cannot miss him. It takes away the nuance of him sucking. You know?
Yeah, kind of like moving out the way and stuff like that.
And then this is another thing, and I don't know if you guys caught this. How the fuck did he know where Laurie was living? Like, how did he know where to find her? You know what I mean? Like, just too many errors. There goes my boy, though. The Chuckster. Byron asking, what modern day horror movie director would you guys like to see reboot Halloween? Scott Derrickson, Jordan Peele, Robert Eggers, or Ty West?
Robert Eggers.
Robert Eggers. Okay.
That's a good one. I would say Scott Derrickson.
He's the one with the black phone, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I could see him. I can see a little bit of Ty West too because of the fucking cinematography.
Yeah, Ty West. Yeah, I'd have a good soundtrack.
Oh hell yeah!
Puts a good soundtrack in this movie.
So for me, I have to think about Scott Derrickson and Ty West. Scott Derrickson for me, because I feel like he would really play into nuance of what Michael Myers is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Ty West, he would play into the atmosphere and the feel of what Haddonfield is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Great choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul was saying they replaced the Mary J with the booze. Yeah, right? I will say this. I do like the fact that we do get to see a little bit more of the Strodes.
Yeah.
You know, I do like that. But how, like, see, this scene that we just passed right here, how the fuck do you not see that big son of a bitch walking up to you like that? I'm sorry. Like, you don't see that? Like, Tyler Mane is 7 feet, 300 plus. You don't, like, come on.
Right.
Oh, God rest Sid Haig. God rest his soul.
I know it. I know it, man.
What's the matter, kid? Don't you like clowns? Oh,
Yeah.
What's the matter? Don't we make you laugh? Aren't we fucking funny? I'm sick, bro. I love it. Oh, man. I like how, I do like how basically, you know, Sid Haig's character, you know, the caretaker or whatever, I love how he's like shitting on Loomis and he doesn't know that's Loomis right there.
Yeah.
Where the hell you go? Damn. Ugh.
That's a good shot.
It is. Now, see, like shit like this, like at nighttime, he got the cinematography down at night. I wish he would have got the cinematography down during the day. Because even during the daytime in the original Halloween, it wasn't so bright. It wasn't so sunny. Like, it was sunny, but there was kind of like a dampness to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like John used a different type of lens to give it some tint. Like this shot when they're going inside the Myers house, I love that blue lighting. That's what I want my Halloween movies to look like.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's crazy. Michael's just standing up there like, y'all just come in my house.
Wait, my calf is cramping, man. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That is a good shot with Michael just like watching that silhouette.
Yeah.
Should I have 5? Yeah, he's stupid. Oh, man. Love that shot where he goes past Michael's in the hallway like that. Like, I will say this.
Yeah, that's
for
cool.
For a shitty as a movie, this is, in my opinion, like the shitty shit that they did in regards to the backstory, the upbringing, and stuff like that. There are some moments that brings you back to the original Halloween. It just makes you want more of that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's like moments of greatness in here.
Yeah.
The overall is just frustrating.
Right. It's the overall direction. What he did is what overshadows the good shit that he did.
Yeah.
Okay, Shannon, I understand. Shannon said, "I may be falling asleep. Have to babysit tomorrow, so I'll catch this on replay." But yeah, definitely get some rest, Shannon. Thank you for
Yeah,
hanging
Shannon.
out like always and showing your support. I appreciate you. Right? See, great point, DJ. Great point. DJ saying, "Wow, the nudity in this is unreal." Yes, and granted, in the original Halloween, did we get the obligatory tit shot? Yes, but it wasn't overbearing. You know what I mean? Like the nudity
Yeah.
movie wasn't overbearing. And here, it's so fucking overbearing. It's ridiculous.
It's like a raunchy movie.
Yeah.
Almost.
Like Dom said, it's kind of like a Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And then, you know, basically the reimagining of the Bob kill. There's no like real suspense into it. There's no nuance to it. There's just hold him up against the wall and then just stab him. In the original, you had the struggle. You got them shots of Shawn Michaels' mask, you know, the blank, the nothing. And then when he did stab him, it was slow. It was meticulous, you know, and stuff like that, which made that moment, that kill, so effective. This is just hit him up against the wall, light struggle, splat. It's just like there's no nuance to it. And I'm sorry, chick, you know what your dude looks like. You know how tall he is. You can't tell a significant size advantage with this jabroni? Like,
Yeah. It'd be funny if he like threw that can at her head.
that would have been funny.
Wow! What the hell?
See, and this is another thing, or whatnot. The whole signature, like he did that too much in this movie, if you ask me.
Yeah. See, it would have been cool whenever he does kill Bob, though. Like he stabs him, but if he like just to do something different, just kind of like use his other hand and be like, "Pow!"
Right.
Like shove it in even further to make him stick, you know, just something just a little different or something. But yeah, it needed the suspense for sure. It didn't have the jump scare factor to it.
Right. Now I will say, the part where he kills, I must say, he killed the parents already, right?
He killed the what?
The Strokes.
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay. See, that's what's different.
If he did, I missed it.
I don't think he did either. See, that's what's different about the theatrical version and the unrated version. Is that happened?
You're cutting out. You're cutting out a lot.
Oh wow. Hold on.
Yeah, they're still alive. They're right here.
How about now?
Sounds a little bit better.
Is it still like choppy and shit though?
Not as bad. It's not syncing up. Your audio isn't syncing up with the video.
Huh. That's weird. I don't understand that. Looks like I'll be heading back to Evie Mooks. Shit. All right, we'll just have to make do with what we got. We're already this far.
We'll make it work. You still with us, Dom? Or is Dom even here? Yeah, he's here.
I'm here.
Don't you go dying on me now.
Don't worry, man. I'm still here. I'm still alive.
Hold on, let me see something. Okay, that might be it because this jumped up for some reason. All right, how's it sound now?
Say something.
How's it sound now?
Yeah, that sounds better. A lot better.
All right. Yeah. For some reason, it automatically, like, the volume jumped up by itself. So I had to turn it back down. Yeah,
Ooh.
that shot.
And see, Michael just comes out of nowhere too. Like you didn't see him coming up.
Right. And that shot, I'm not going to lie, when I was in the theater watching this shit, that shit made me jump out my seat.
Yeah.
That, to me, is the best kill in this entire movie.
Yeah. This gives you a little bit of a stranger's vibe to it.
Yeah. Yeah, Troll, for sure. Saying that jump scare of Michael popping up like that gets me every time. Yup. For sure. See, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of pisses me off that the audio is acting like this right now, because when I went live, you know, for when I was talking about Saw and everything else, I didn't have no issues.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's just a sign. Get back on StreamYard as fast as possible. DJ saying, even though nudity is in a lot of horror movies, there should be a time and a place for it, like Friday the 13th. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it should definitely be saved more for something like Friday the 13th because of the campgrounds. And that's just always that type of, that's always how that franchise has been. It shouldn't be in a Halloween movie or a Scream movie.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Like I didn't like Tommy Doyle's character in here. It just, he came off as a more obnoxious, annoying little boy. Excuse me, talking about the boogeyman as opposed to the original when he was actually believable.
Mm-hmm.
I do love that shot of Michael looking at her through the window like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Kind of gives you the feel of old times. Damn, man, I really hope that her and Ellie Cornell get their fucking movie, bro. Or their TV series. One of the two.
Yeah, that would be great.
I will say,
Scout still had that baby fat on her cheeks.
Yeah, right. I will say I do like the fact that Lori, when it comes to like babysitting, she is a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Byron saying I would have Michael Summons handle the cinematography for the Halloween movie, or I'd pick Nick Matthews, who did the cinematography for Saw X. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that guy doing the cinematography. I like this cinematography for Saw X. It had that darkness, that gloominess, you know what I mean? Like, it had that dread to it that should be in a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Can I get a timestamp because mine's buffered?
Mm-hmm. 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yep. I'm about 20 seconds behind you, but
Yep. Byron saying Rob Zombie's Halloween 2007, 6 out of 10 for me. That's interesting because that's what they have it ranked here on the site that I'm watching it on, 6 out of 10. So, and I will say, that according to like fans and stuff, like fan voting, apparently like 75% who voted on this movie liked it. So, hey, some people like this movie, man. I mean, I'm not really one of them. There, like I said, there are moments like the shot right here with Andy and Lindsay walking. I love the shot. You know what I mean? It feels and looks like Haddon in this moment. But then what they did with the Michael character, humanizing him, and all the nudity and the grunge, you know, the grindhouse type of style that is Rob Zombie, just didn't fit for me. But hey, if it works for you, that's what matters. You know what I mean? We're all not going to agree on everything. We're not all going to like the same shit.
Oh,
DJ saying I'm chippy again. Okay, so hey, what's up, Eric? Hopefully you can hear me. For some reason, this fucking audio has been acting stupid. But Eric's saying Rob Zombie's Michael is a damn unit. Man, absolutely terrifying. I mean, yeah, he definitely is a big son bitch, but you know how I feel about it, Eric. I don't find him scary at all. I don't. I just see him as an aggressive.
Eric would be talking about Michael's unit.
Oh wow.
I'm kidding, Eric.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't find him terrifying at all. I find him ultra aggressive. I don't think there's nothing really too scary about him. But hey, if you're terrified by him, man, that's what matters. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to agree, you know, or share the same sentiments. Damn, just think about this, Destin. In 2 years, this movie turns 20. That's crazy.
Really?
Yup, 2007, bro.
I didn't know it was that long ago. Jeez.
Yep.
That's crazy to me.
Shit, I think Danielle was like still in her like late 20s, early 30s.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
See, that's what doesn't make sense to me about this, is that you said he was a charming, basically likable little boy, but then you said there was nothing there. How can he have these moments? Like, how can he be charming and be all this good shit, and then you say in the same sentence there's nothing there? That doesn't make sense to me. Whoa, bro. Wow. Could you imagine this, Destin? DJ saying, just think if Wes Craven hired Courtney Gaines as a Ghostface in one of the original Scream movies. One of the original 4 Scream movies. Sorry about that. Hey, I would have been on board for that.
I think he would fit in there. I don't know. Yeah.
If you would have
I think
like
he would
Malachi in Children of the Corn, yeah. If he's like that, All right, King Matthew, man, thank you for hanging out. You know what I mean? You enjoy the rest of your night, get some rest, and I will see you on the next stream.
Yeah,
I'm about to leave the stream for tonight because I'm tired. Have a good night. Yeah, you have a great night too, man. Thank you for always showing support and hanging out.
Yeah, I was surprised that Danielle Harris did this.
I'm not considering an urban legend.
That's true. Yeah.
She's a freak, John, bro. It is what it is.
I know. Michael just like creeping around.
Right. Mike's like, no yams for you. I do love this shot where he pulls her back in the house. I remember the trailer for that. That shit was sick. Damn, it is kind of weird though seeing her like this topless and shit like that. Considering that in the original, like she was, Michael's niece in 4 and 5. It's just kind of weird seeing her like that.
Yeah.
I do love how he stalks her while she's crawling on the floor.
Yeah.
I will say I do like this little backstory they gave Brackett.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Freddy's playground. Yeah, DJ. Paul is saying Malcolm McDowell. Hold on, let me get this up here. Malcolm McDowell is not Donald Pleasance, but in some scenes he does appear to be a good guy. Yeah, I mean it's like kind of like half-hearted in a way. Like, he does like try to come off like he cares, but I just don't buy it. You know, I think that's the issue I have with his Dr. Loomis. Like, you don't buy his genuineness, even when he tries to be genuine. Love that scene though, where the door shuts and he creeps out from the corner. That is a nice shot.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if I'm still having audio issues, guys.
It sounds all right now.
All right, cool. Sounds good. He's running for Christ's sake.
Tried to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. See, some of these shots are just so up close. I'm like,
Right. Yeah, and there's no reason to. And just like this shit, when she's running, the shakiness, the up and down, like there's no
Yeah.
reason for that shit. Byron saying, I will say this, the dialogue in Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 is atrocious. Yeah. It's like he literally took a lot of the same dialogue from the original Halloween and basically made it vulgar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just busted up in there.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the whole 2 cops thing coming in.
Like, even the kids know, like, we ain't coming out. He out there. Like,
Better watch out.
I'll be happy to let you know, Destin, I'm munching on some sweet Lebanon bologna right now.
Dude, I'm so hungry, bro.
Yeah, me too.
As soon as this is over, I'm going to get me something to eat.
Yep. I'm right there with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, this is shit I don't like right here.
Where he drags her out.
Yeah. Drags her out. She passes out, basically. And then he takes her back home to the Myers house. Like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
DJ said he only shot him 3 times and not 6 times. Yeah, right?
Should have been a struggle at the top of the stairs, and she fell out of his arms and down the stairs and knocked herself out. He just stands there and just tilts his head for a second. Then you transition to him holding her like this.
Right.
But it still is kind of dumb to take her back.
Right. If the whole point is to kill her.
Yeah, and this one he doesn't want to kill her, right? He just
I
wants
mean,
to
I
have a
basically,
family again or something, reconnect the family.
yeah, I
But then
think basically he wants to let her know that he's her brother. Which, when you think about Halloween
Yeah, I
2,
think-
when they had this motherfucker talk, why didn't you just say that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Man, I don't know. Is it just me, or does it doesn't like that jacket and the Loomis attire just doesn't look right on Malcolm McDowell the way it did on Donald
doesn't.
Pleasance.
Yeah. Yeah, it just
Yeah, it doesn't fit right. I'm telling you, man, Donald Pleasance was the best one. He was the best Loomis out of everyone.
my bad, DJ. I am tired. I'm hungry and tired.
Shit, you had a long day, bro. Shit.
I did have a long day. I'm so glad tomorrow's Friday. See, I did it again. I was thinking about ordering some Wingstop.
Oh man. Hey, you gonna do me like that, bro? You gonna talk about that shit? The Wingstop here is closed.
Oh, ours is open a little bit later, at least till like midnight or 1. They got the best ranch.
See, this is why I need to move out to Texas. PA is limited.
Yeah, dude.
Everything likes to close at 10, 11
So
o'clock.
much food here. I will, DJ. Paula has Cheerios. Hell yeah. This is what I was most curious to get into, though. Remember, he shows the picture.
So, and this is right here what really takes it down for you, bro. It's like, why? Like,
Oh, you're breaking up, dude.
hold on.
Definitely will do, DJ. I don't recall seeing his face right here.
Yeah, you get to see it a little bit.
Yeah.
How about now? Is it better?
Yeah.
All right. I will say this, bro. I'm switching back over to Evie Mooks because I'm dead,
It's all
dead
good.
serious because we didn't have this issue really over there. I mean, granted, the stream is on a time limit, you know, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Hmm. Ooh, I messed my hand up.
Yeah, it's definitely being a little bit laggy on my end. I can see it.
I do like that he pulls it out, puts the mask back on.
Right.
Awesome. Tacos sound great. Some birria tacos. I could go for some tacos and some margaritas.
Remember that taco joint that you took? We went to when I was in Texas, right down the street where convention is.
Yeah.
That shit was slapping, bro. That was some of the best tacos I ever had.
Yeah, those are good. Oh, dude, there's so many good taco spots though, man. Next time you come in, I'll take you to some really cool taco spots.
Hell yeah.
They got a place called Velvet Taco, which is like not your average tacos. They'll put like that or tikka masala chicken Indian food on a taco.
Ooh,
That's good.
damn, that sounds bang, bro. I love some Indian food, man.
Yeah, and then they got like they make like these, which it's all right, but they make these waffle tacos where they put like chicken and syrup a little bit and
Yeah.
some other stuff. Oh
Fucking
man,
right, man. That sounds fantastic.
it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Indian food, bro. I remember when I used to work at the pizza shop here when I was younger. Across because I worked in the mall. Across the way, was this jewelry shop, and they were Indian people, and we got really like close and cool with them to the point where the owner, you know, the dad, because he knew I was a great worker, he'd have me, you know, come do his lawn and stuff like that, and he'd pay me like $100, and he would make sure his wife cooked dinner for me.
Nice.
Hell
Hell yeah.
bro! Like dead serious. Like they used to show love, and I'm not just talking about cook dinner. They cook me the dinner there, and then load me up with like leftovers to take home.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
That's nice. This whole scene in the pool.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get shot off a balcony in this one, right?
Wait and see.
It's been a long time since I've seen this ending. It's okay, girl. It's okay. Come with me if you want to live.
Right.
That's pretty much the Terminator. Terminator is a version of Halloween. it's a sci-fi version of Halloween.
Yeah. Basically, to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, DJ's saying the movie finished on his end. So, DJ, you might have the theatrical version. We have the unrated version that we're watching.
Yeah, that's got to be. So he didn't see the nasty scene earlier.
No. Which, good for him. He shouldn't have to see that shit. Why the fuck Rob would do that and put that in here? And then on top of that, have my boy Courtney Gaines fucking participate in that is a travesty.
Yeah. He just has the car. I do believe it was.
I do like Michael. What the hell? Jesus Christ! What the hell?
I do like that he like busted the window and pulled her out.
Yeah, I do like that too.
She's mine.
Yeah, right?
Mine. Take me. Why is she going up? Did she go upstairs?
Yep.
Why?
Because it's a horror movie, bro.
See, I thought he killed Loomis there.
I thought so too until the second one was announced.
Yeah, that was a cop out.
It was. And when the movie's over, I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain why. If they would have just ended the movie, if Rob would have just did this one and not the second one, I would be a lot more satisfied with this movie than I am. It's because of the second one that really brought this movie down for me as well. And I'll explain why when we get to the end.
I mean, this one was obviously successful because he was able to make the second one.
Right. Much to Rob's credit, no, I gotta, I can't give him, I want to say give him so much flack because the second one was supposed to be something completely different, but because the studio was on his ass to make another one, they kept interfering with shit. So that's why the second movie came out the way it did, if you ask me, because the studio kept fucking rushing him to make another one because of how much money they made off this one.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, we knew this. The moment it was announced that Halloween was getting a remake, whether it be by Rob Zombie or anybody, it's going to make money because it's Michael Myers.
Right. Exactly.
And it had been what? At that point, 5 years since we've seen Michael because of Resurrection.
Mm-hmm. You in here? Where your ass at? Man, I'd get that gun so quick. About to get got.
Okay, see, I never noticed that. So in that scene, you do see Loomis still alive. He's moving his mouth and stuff like that. I never noticed that.
I didn't either.
That's right. He does.
Oh yeah,
He does grab Michael's leg. That's right.
yeah. So I guess Michael had mercy on him.
Yeah. It's another thing I didn't like. He's just too human, too gullible. I do like this scene though.
Yeah.
When he's using the fucking 2x4 to fucking try to bang her out of the ceiling and shit. But again, that's shaky cam. There's no reason to have that. We don't need a shaky cam to show the authority of these studs or anything.
Yeah. Sometimes the camera's just too close to kind of understand where and what, like to get a scope of the scene.
Yes. Yes, please, Shannon. Please, 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 please. Thank you so much. Shannon saying Kevin Gruder posted to Reddit involving his future of Saw 11. I can send you in Destin if you want, Marcus. Yes, please do, Shannon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, because I'm doing my video for that tonight. Like, I got my thumbnail prepped and ready. Yeah, I'm gonna send you that thumbnail too, bro. Wait till you see it. The shit is fucking fire.
Hell yeah. Man, your thumbnails are awesome, dude.
Thank you, man. I mean, I gotta give credit to ChatGPT. You know, I plug the idea in, they hook it up for me. If there's anything I need fixed, for the most part, they fix it.
Just tweak it.
I still gotta get that I'm still waiting for them to give me my Children of the Corn shit so I can replace that. Sometimes it does take a little longer.
I say leave it. Just leave it.
Just leave it? Leave it at 1884.
Yeah. They'll be like, whoa, there's a Children of the Corn in 1884.
Yeah,
click.
So let's go back to the Renaissance era and find it.
Yeah.
So this is where he gets thrown off the balcony, Destin.
Yeah, charged through. Yeah. That felt rushed. I do want another Halloween movie instead of just a TV show, though.
Oh, of course.
They do make a movie too.
I want the TV show to basically lead into a movie.
Yeah. Have Friday the 13th and Halloween doing the same thing. Kind of like a prequel series. You got the present day movies.
Yep.
Ooh,
I see Harqueen says she's finished as well. So Harqueen must have been a couple minutes ahead of us or something. Paul is finished. Yep, we're about to be finished too.
Yeah. Another close-up shot.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that is the end of the movie. So
That's
before I
it.
get into my spew on why I feel like this ending and everything, what transpired in part 2, why it brought this movie down for me even more or whatnot, Destin, Dom, I want to get you guys' takes on this movie now that we've revisited it, we watched it. What are your feelings on it? Destin, I'll start with you.
Honestly, just the same. Still a mixed bag. There's still certain things that I do like about it. There's certain shots. But there's a lot of stuff that's like really rushed over, and I think that it was rushed because you're running out of time for one, because we spent so much time of his backstory at the beginning. And if you really just kind of slowed it down and stretched it out of Michael Myers being Michael Myers doing Michael Myers shit, I think you could have had a better pacing of a movie. I mean, you really could have just like summed up a lot of his young stuff. We didn't have to see it all play out. And even when it does play out, it doesn't really fit to begin with. So it was kind of like wasted potential because you didn't do it right. Um, it's just grindhousey. I don't like the close-up shots. I don't like the filthy dialogue. I think that there's a lot of unnecessary sexual innuendos and graphic humor and jokes that I'm like, why? Why are we doing that right now? Like it's distasteful for the reason of being distasteful. And that doesn't make you a good edgy writer. That just makes you just like it seems cheap to me in a way, to be
Right.
honest. Um, there's moments that I do like about this. I like the whole climax area of like the struggle and her up in the ceiling and he's hitting the ceiling. There like there's a lot of good ideas in here. You just spent so much time on the wrong ones to where you could have really focused in and had a more focused story. Like I don't know. It's the same. It's the same to me. I'm glad I rewatched it, but I probably won't rewatch it for quite some time until there's a reason to watch it again.
Right. Dom, what about you, buddy? How are you feeling about it after rewatching it? Dom, you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Oh, I can't hear you guys for some reason.
Oh,
You can't hear us? I can hear you.
Here, I'll rejoin. I'll leave and rejoin.
All
all
right.
right. So I'll add Dom back in here in a second. But all right, so I'll get into my spew about why this has been brought down to me, especially because of the second one. Oh shit. Hold on. We get Dom back.
Okay, I can hear you guys.
All right. So you know what? Before I get into my spew, go for it, Dom. Say what you feel about the movie and stuff like that, and then I'll get into my spew before we wrap it up.
Okay, so it was okay. So it was all right. It after rewatching it, it's definitely raunchier, like in like humor and like and then the nastiness of it, especially like certain scenes is that comes up that I won't mention because they are nasty. Um, I don't know. I just feel like you know it's not a as not as someone who's not really a big huge Halloween fan. Like I do like Halloween. I watch any Halloween movie because it is a slasher and I like slashers, much like Jason and Friday the 13th. But with this movie, it didn't feel like a Halloween movie. It felt like a Rob Zombie movie that they just put Halloween in the title. And that is what really kills the whole Halloween theme for this movie, especially since like they spend too much time on the backstory of Michael. We don't really need that. Just get us into the adult Michael and have him do what he did in this movie, which was meant tear things up or whatever. Now this Michael, of course, is not like the original Michael. He's more aggressive. He's more angrier. He makes more sounds and stuff like that, which that doesn't bother me since I'm not a huge Michael Myers fan. But I know it bothers others because for huge fans that like Michael Myers, they don't like this version. But overall, I thought it was a cool slasher. Some cool kills here and there, and the kind of grittiness I think added to it was pretty cool, I guess, for what it was. But it definitely does take away the Halloween feeling, if you know what I mean. Um, and the characters were not really likable, except for
Yeah.
except for Braddourif
Yep.
and
Yeah.
what's his name? Or dannytrejo.
Mm-hmm.
Scouttaylorcompton was okay, but overall I didn't really like much of the characters in this movie.
Right.
Because they were just a-holes,
Yeah.
they were just terrible people. So yeah, I'll like, I see like the score on the, and I'll give the same score, man. It's like a 6 for me, 6 out of 10. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
All right, cool. So I'll get into my spew real quick, and then we are going to wrap everything up. I feel like if this movie would have ended on the way it ended and didn't have a second one, I would feel a lot better about it, even though I don't like the humanization of Michael, even though I don't like the grindhouse type of style coming from a broken home, all that backstory and stuff. The reason why it would make a lot more sense and I would like this movie a lot more is if they didn't do a second one. And here's why. Because of the way this first one ended, with her blowing his fucking head off. Now, this isn't 1978 Michael Myers. You know what I mean? Where there's this mythology around him to where he can't be stopped. He's unstoppable. He's humanized. Yeah. He is humanized to the highest degree in this movie. And the reason why part 2 brings this movie even more down for me is because when we get Halloween 2, not only is half the mask blown off, but his face is normal. Completely normal. Like he didn't get shot in the face at all.
Yeah.
Completely normal. So to me, that's bullshit, because if he's supposed to be human and we're supposed to be getting different, and he's more human in this, he should have died right then and there when his head got blown off. There should be no way that he's still coming back the way he's coming back. There should be no way that in the second one, he doesn't have a bullet hole in his fucking eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because of that aspect, that's what just completely tore this movie even more down for me. If they would have just left it alone after this, I would have been like, okay, I don't like the humanization aspect of it, but I respect the fact that he tried to get different. And because it ended the way it did, it's an okay to solid remake. Because they decided to bring him back in the second one and still in so many ways play off that mythology like he's this unstoppable killer when he's more human than he was in the old franchise series, like in the other movies. It just doesn't make sense for me. And another thing that brought it down, the second one, you clearly hear Michael fucking talk. You hear him talk at the end, die! So that moment when he's pushing the picture over to Lori, you know what I mean? He's trying to show her the picture of them being brother and sister. Bro, just fucking say I'm your brother. I mean, the whole mute aspect of him was pointless in this movie and in the second movie, in my opinion, because he's not the same supernatural entity that he was in the original franchise timeline. And again, the grindhouse, the dialogue, just really grody, extra, didn't need to be this way. And to top it all off, we had that scene. I mean, granted, the theatrical cut didn't have it, but we had that scene in the unrated cut. That's bullshit. That should have never been added. You know, I will say this. I really wish they would have never, I don't want to say did an unrated version, but there are certain parts like the breakout scene. You should have had the original version of the breakout scene in the unrated version. Because the breakout scene in the original theatrical cut, and Dustin, we talked about it a little bit earlier, is way better.
It is.
It's way better. You know, he's being transported. He fucking breaks out of the cuffs and he starts wrecking shit. Not this, we're going to have these night shift guys do this thing to this poor girl, which makes Michael defend her, get up and kill them, and then that's how he's able to get out.
Yeah.
That's fucking whack to me. You know, so with that being said, I mean, I'm glad I got to revisit this here with you all. It's always a great time, you know, even if I particularly don't like the movie. It's just the fact that we get to hang out here and be together and watch a movie together. So that softens the blow for me of having to fucking deal with this bullshit for over the last 2 hours again. You know, but much like Destin, I will not be watching this movie anytime soon after this. You know, this is what you guys voted for, and I'm happy to give you guys what you wanted. But most importantly, if you like this movie, cool. You know what I mean? Because I always say it. Even if I don't like a particular movie from one of my favorite franchises, if other people do, that means we're going to end up getting more movies that could possibly maybe veer off to more of the style that I like. So that's where I'm at with that. But overall, I mean, it's one of the worst remakes, in my opinion. Out of all the horror remakes that came out in 2000s and stuff, this is one of the lowest ones for me.
It's a tough one to get through. It almost feels like a chore just with everything.
Right. I agree.
You feel almost exhausted by the end of it.
Right.
Or I'm just tired. But I remember feeling exhausted when I left the theater. I was like, look, I got a fucking headache. All the shaky cam and stuff, and
yeah, right.
Just my
Byron
brain
saying
was just overthinking.
No, go for it, Destin. Go ahead.
No, my brain was just overthinking whenever I came out of the theater. I was just like, why this and why that?
Right.
And just like, there's just too many choices that I was questioning. And I was like, and then the shaky cam. And I was just like, man, it was just like a bunch of unnecessary noise that just didn't work well.
Right. Byron saying it's decent, but the dialogue is terrible. Yeah, man. I mean, it's god awful. You know, it's Rob Zombie. Like Dom said it perfectly. This is a Rob Zombie movie that they just decided to have somebody play Michael Myers. Now, I will say this. I think Tyler Mane is one of the better portrayals of Michael Myers. He's just too fucking big. And that's my biggest gripe. You know, and nothing against, you know, Eric's opinion. I know he loves this version of Michael Myers. He thinks it's terrifying. I don't. And the reason why I don't believe he's terrifying, because it's too easy, in my opinion, to look at a 7 foot, 300 fucking pound monster and be intimidated. That's like regular shit to me. What's really terrifying to me is when I see a normal sized guy who may be only about 2-3 inches taller than me and maybe weighs about 25 pounds less than I do. But yet this motherfucker has the strength and the control of a guy that size, of a guy that's 7 foot, 300 plus pounds. You know, that mystique about it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. That's what I find more scary, you know, in regards to the original Michael. So, but again, I'm glad that we got to hang out and watch this because we're here watching it together, and that's what matters. Breezy, what's going on? I don't know if you're a new subscriber to the channel, Breezy. Let me know if you aren't, and I haven't seen you for a while. I apologize. You know, I'm saying it here a lot lately. I just came back to streaming and doing content a month ago. So if I haven't seen you in a while, that's why. It was my fault. But nonetheless, great to have you here. Thanks for stopping in, and I greatly appreciate your support. Yep, Breezy saying, yep, I agree. That's a big flaw in the film where he literally got shot in the head and there's a bullet hole in it, but it's not fully in the mask, which is crazy. He got shot at point blank range. Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense, especially by the time that we get to the second one. Byron saying Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 for him is a 4 out of 10. Man, you're generous. I give that son of a bitch.
That's what I was about to say. That's even generous.
And it's sad because I will say this in regards to like how Lori finds out about Michael being her brother. I did like that aspect, but it's all the other bullshit around that movie that takes that aspect of it down. You know, like.
Yeah. And there's moments of greatness in that movie too. It's just very few far in between.
Absolutely. DJ saying if I had to rate this, 2.5 stars out of 5. Okay. So basically DJ's like in the middle of the road with it. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Breezy saying, remember guys, this is a remake, so certain things work for this version of Myers that y'all claim don't. I get it, but my issue is this, is when you try to go into a different direction with a character like Michael Myers, but then you still try to add the same nuances that made him great in the original, it doesn't work. Like, again, for instance, him being humanized to the point where we see he's more human than ever before, but then yet he gets shot up or whatever, and it's just like, it's nothing to him. I can't buy into that. I can't buy into that at all. You got to make a choice. It's either you're going to have him be human or you're going to have him not be human, or you're going to play into that mystique like he is not human. That's just my take on that. But you are right. You are right to an extent because it is a remake. So the version that I know of Michael Myers might not work for this version because it is a remake.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I understand their point about that, but like, if you're gonna do a remake and you're gonna make Michael a certain way, like, stick to it. Don't veer off and like try to do something totally completely different than what you were just doing. You know, that'll throw the audience off.
Right.
You know, be like, oh wait, like, is he supernatural? He's taking all these bullets, you know? So it's like you gotta like stick to what your plan is and stick to it well. That's kind of what happened with David Gordon Green's trilogy. They kind of didn't stick with what they planned to stick with, and they kind of veered off into a weird direction. So it's about being it's about continuity, and it's about being continuous in your vision.
Right.
Yeah, being consistent in it. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what happens. It's like you kind of lose yourself whenever there's interference or you feel rushed or made to do something. It was too many ideas and not enough sticking to what you're trying to make. It felt like he was just kind of doing things on the fly a little bit, you know.
I agree.
I don't know.
I full-heartedly agree. I am going to wrap it up after a couple more of these comments. Byron saying this remake is bottom tier remake. Yeah, I agree. Breezy said, I am now. Wait, you seen me? Yeah, I did see you. That's if you're talking about becoming a new subscriber and being new here to this community. Yeah, I did. You know, if you're talking about something else, let me know. It is getting a little late, so getting a little
Yeah.
Breezy said, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 has the best cinematography in the franchise. That's for sure. I disagree. I'm an original head, man. You know, I'm not saying that the cinematography in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is bad, because it's not. Especially that shot in the field when he's, busting up those guys who, try to bust him up. But to me, the best cinematography is not only the original, but Halloween 4 too.
4's
cinematography is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Byron. I greatly appreciate it, man. Paul saying for me,
I like it.
Go ahead, Destin.
I was gonna say I like H2O's cinematography and Halloween Resurrection's cinematography, even though the story isn't good. The cinematography on those two movies are really great, in my opinion. That's one thing I can't say positive about those.
Yeah. No, H2O cinematography is really good.
Yeah,
Definitely
I
get you the
agree.
feels of Halloween. Go ahead, Dom.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that. Also, I think Resurrection overall is I think it's a better movie than uh than Rob Zombie's Halloween, in my opinion, because I've seen Resurrection recently as well, and I enjoy it as much as I also recently watched H2O, which I enjoyed as well. So they go back to back with me right now. So those definitely like I think are pretty much better and pretty much like very I wouldn't say consistent, but like very like good in like cinematography, like Destin says, and like and also like I do enjoy like the kills and sometimes some of the characters and stuff. So I definitely agree. Like I definitely like H2O and Resurrection more than this one for sure.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Resurrection at this point is a guilty pleasure of mine. I like the fact that they went in a different direction instead of focusing on like a Laurie Strode or a Dr. Loomis. They just went with a group of kids. You know what I mean? I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Byron saying great live stream.
It was
Thank
the
you, Byron.
fun. It was the firm version.
What was that, Destin?
I said Halloween Resurrection was just a fun version. Just look
Right.
at it as like a standoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul is saying, and for me, he was too big and tall. But shit's slow pulling up here. But nothing against his performance. His acting, I loved. Yeah, Tyler Mane was a good Michael Myers. He's just too fucking big. That's all it is. And it's not his fault. No, he can't control that. But he definitely did play the role really good. His mannerisms, the way he walked, you know, and stuff, like he was really good. And I'll say it again, the mask is one of the best masks in the entire franchise.
You're breaking up.
No, hold on. Oh, I think I figured out. I think I figured out the problem. All right, so how about now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So to basically go back over what Paula said, she's saying for me he was too big, but not his performance. I liked his acting. I loved. Yeah, for sure. Tyler Mane did a great job. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Paula saying I love the soundtrack and the score. I upgraded this movie to a 3 for me. Okay, nothing wrong with that, Paula. Holy shit, I'm like so behind in the chat. I'm gonna have to catch up real quick because we are about to end the stream because I know Destin's got to get to work in the morning. So I'm gonna end it on this comment from Breezy saying this movie looks like a music video at times. It's beautiful, and the shots of Michael in the field and of his ghost mother is one of the best shots I've ever seen in horror. Honestly, period. Yeah, I mean, hey, if that's what you like, hey, cool. You know what I mean? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, I just can't get on board with that whole Michael seeing his mom. And if it looks great, cool. The concept is fucking stupid to me. That's just me. I hated that. You know what I mean? But from a cinematography standpoint, Halloween 2 was a good cinematography shot movie. Like it really was. But to me, it's not the best. But that's just me. Everybody has their own opinion. But guys, we are going to wrap it up here. I greatly appreciate everybody who took time to come hang out with us here tonight. You know what I mean? This is what you guys voted for. So I hope you guys were very satisfied. Even after the stream, leave a comment and let me know what you feel about the movie. Maybe like Paula, you upgraded it. Maybe you downgraded it. One way or another, let me know how you guys are feeling. This is always a great time. Stay tuned. I have more videos coming out tomorrow. I have a Saw video that I'm going to be releasing and another stream video. And then Saturday, keep your eyes open because I'm going to be talking to Destin about voting platforms because you guys have a movie to vote on. You guys will either get to pick Saw X, or you guys will either pick saw X, one of the It movies from either version of Tim Curry or Bill Skarsgård's movies, and The Black Phone. So stay tuned for that, because Saturday we are going to be doing a live watch party for one of those movies as a reward for you guys hitting the super chat goal earlier today. So I love every single one of you. Thank you for always taking time out to support me and this channel. Don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe to Destination Station, subscribe to Dominic St. Clair. They're awesome. You will not be disappointed in their content. Everybody, get some rest. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.